Smile.
Welcome to El Salvador. Every new border crossing comes with its own challenges, but since this was our third in 3 days, we had it down pat, and El Salvador made it very easy.
Gracias, amigo. Andiendo, ¿sí?
Anduenda.
Andienda.
Time for Olive to get her paperwork done.
I think they know that I was the driver because they put in the vehicle under my passport.
Well,
without even asking. Is that like a...
I mean, it's true, but...
Hey, I ran into a wall.
Very nice man gave me a very Spanish form to fill out for the vehicle, so I'm gonna use my camera app to translate it. Okay, this should be easy.
This station right here is where you get your tip done for your vehicle. And it takes a little bit of time, but the people are really good. They work with you, and sometimes they speak English. You get lucky. All right.
Inspection, really nice guy. He's gonna go handle the rest of the paperwork. We are gonna go to the pet office.
Handle the dog.
The dog guy was really nice last time too, so hopefully...
It's the same guy.
Hopefully it's the same guy. That would be great. If you see us, tag us on Instagram. Adios. Okay, one stamp, we're done. It was the same guy. He was like, Regreso? We're like, yeah, let's go.
So now we just wait on one thing, and that's the tip, and then we're in the country, baby. Hey, buddy. Oh, shit.
He's so excited.
Oh, shit.
Are you excited to be in El Salvador?
Yes, we're going to see Salvador.
Time for pupusas.
Well, time to get into this border and then pupusas.
What do you mean?
Well, we have to probably show paperwork.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay.
That's normally the thing when you're crossing into a border. Are you ready?
Welcome back to El Salvador.
Hola, amigos. Buenas.
Buenas.
Transportes? Sí. Vertical.
Okay.
They're gonna stamp it.
Okay, bueno, gracias.
Adios.
Adios. The final stamp.
The final stamp, man. Hola, amigos. Ah,
Muy bien,
¿tú?
gracias.
Sí. ¿Todo bien? Gracias. Adios.
Adios. Phew! We are officially in El Salvador. Yeah. We've got the stamps to prove it.
Yeah,
now,
baby.
I need to eat something ASAP.
This is a place that like grew in our hearts. And the people are amazing here. If you're from here originally and you need the opportunity to come back, take it. Because it's well worth it. It's pupusa time, pupusa time, pupusa time. It's pupusa time, pupusa time, pupusa time.
Let's go. We're in La Union and we're gonna go get some food.
Oh, that's a poop bag.
It's funny, I feel like we're finally back in Latin America, even though we've been in Latin America the whole time.
It's time, we found it. It was a little bit of a mission, but here it is.
We're at Pupuseria Martita, which is right in the main area, and it's kind of nice because it's shaded. It's a really big area, but it actually feels kind of cool. We were both like really hot when we got in here, but now it's like nice.
And if you get really lucky, you could find a table that has a fan blowing directly on it. We did not get that table.
No, everybody else scoped those out before we got here. Everyone's excited except Taco, who's very nervous about the blenders.
Y torta de frijol con queso y una revuelta.
Sí, perfecto.
Ahí le pongo salsa natural.
I'm so excited. I'm starving.
Trying to keep Paco from eating or sneezing on my food.
Gracias. I
As you
might
can tell, we
be
missed
starving to
pupusas.
death. So good.
This was a super solid choice. I'm very happy with my pupusas.
3 pupusas is my absolute max.
And like 5 or 6 is for me. I'm like 5 and I feel good. 6, I'm probably over the top.
Oh, I'm over the top right now. I also drank 2 whole beverages because it was so hot and I was like, oh my
I
God.
think that's what got you, the beverage.
Yeah, I'm just like, whoop. But we are so glad to be back in El Salvador and we can't wait to take you along for the adventure.
It's gonna be F&A.
We are in downtown La Union with the van that we live in, and today we're gonna go up to the top of the volcano.
Oh, I don't know how it stayed up.
First stop, the tour company.
Throw it up to the top of the mountain is super crazy. 4x4 is necessary.
Oh.
So Olive will not make it.
La Union is one of the busiest towns in eastern El Salvador. It's a great launching point to get to the border, but also to start your adventures if you're coming from the south, like we are.
If you remember in one of our border crossing videos, we were in La Union when we filled out the paperwork for Honduras and Nicaragua. You can always tell it's a busy city when there's so many yellow taxis. That's like a guarantee.
Hola. Buscaron turismo, like, sí. We went to the office. The office is closed. It is 12:24. She should be back by 1. They say she's probably just on her lunch break, so. Did I mention it's hot as baloney out here?
On the dash in Olive, it said it was 100 degrees outside. It feels like 100.
The hope is that by getting to the top of the volcano, it'll be much cooler climate.
Fingers crossed that at 1 o'clock, the lady's back and we can set ourselves up.
Because the tour starts at 3. It's fun, but also terrifying. And so if we're not in the next town parked up by 3 o'clock, something just flew in my face, we won't get the tour tonight, and we want to get up there for sunset. So we're impatiently waiting for this woman to show up. Since we got about half an hour to kill, we're gonna try to find something for Paco.
It's really cool how these towns have like these big markets that you can go through and you could basically find whatever you need. Ooh, Paco, you styling, bro? Look at you. Look at you styling. Back to the tourism office. We're about to go on a trip right now, but we gotta wait here until that time comes. This little girl's asking if Paco is muerte, which means like, will he attack her? But I'm telling her, no, you have to go slow with him though. But it doesn't always come across right because my español is solo pequito.
Las 11 o 10 eran allá, no vi que le dijo salud.
Paco, aquí, come. Inglés, bite. No muerte, no bite.
No entiendo inglés.
Yeah, no.
We're hanging out in front of the main church in town. ¿Cómo se llama el pueblo? Conchuga?
Conchagua.
Conchagua. She's writing out a little note for us in the phone. Se llama Haiti.
Haiti. Hola, Haiti.
Wow. We're taking some luxury seats in the house. Frank's gonna freak out when he sees this.
These are great chairs. Feel this thing. Woo! This is gonna be a ride up a mountain for sure.
Only 40 minutes together.
Hey, look, there's a cup holder for Paco's leash.
I can honestly say.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you gotta hold the oh
We've
shit.
never taken a ride like this before.
No, this is the first. Paco, you must stay right there with Mom, okay? You go anywhere, you're going out of that rig.
Bouncy too.
Yeah, it actually is kind of good because when we're bouncing up this mountain, we're gonna like want the shocks. Ready? Watch, this is, yeah, it's pretty good. My back is just like.
We paid $30 for this.
Paco is scared for his fucking life right now.
I am a little bit too. Hello.
Hola.
I feel like I'm in a
Adios.
free float. Like I'm just gonna be waving at all the town folk as we go. Like, hello, white people doing weird stuff. What's up?
Oh, I don't know how it stayed up. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
It's muy bonito.
Ah, look.
Oh, was that a big lizard? Look, we've seen wildlife.
The people here have a lovely view, but the road coming up to get to your house would be kind of rough.
You know, after a couple of minutes in here, you kind of settle in though. You're just like, all right, this is what's happening.
Oh, shoot.
Take it back. I'm not used to it. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Any other questions?
Ooh, big downhill.
This would have definitely been an interesting drive with Olive. Like, very interesting. Look, I almost went out.
The road goes from like super bumpy rocks to really steep uphills. I'm leaning forward because I'm afraid I'm gonna fall straight out the back.
This is what happens when you lean back. Oh my gosh. What is this place? I'm just bouncing.
Look that way though. Wow.
This camera is not going to do this justice.
It's fun, but also terrifying.
Agreed. Oh, punch! And remember, we also have to do this on the way down. It'll be worth it, I swear. It'll be worth it. So that was the good road. Are you ready for the rest of the road?
What do you mean? This is the off-road section. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. We just got off the good road.
My hands are like blistered from hanging on so tight.
I gotta say, these tire chairs have really doing a magnificent job of keeping my butt feeling good.
It's great suspension for my spine.
Yeah.
They didn't make it.
They tried.
I think they probably overheated on the way up.
And then
the car exploded.
Yeah.
That's what happened to that guy. So definitely don't bring your own vehicle up here. I was too slow. There was a giant sign, which hopefully, I think, means we're getting close. Oh my god, and it's like a straight cliff.
Oh, the truck is struggling to get around that. It was just sliding. Whoa, look at that. Holy crap. That's crazy. It's going to be a crazy view at the top. So worth it.
Oh my
yeah, we made it. Woo!
Hola.
Hola, amigo. Buenas. Whoa. That's what we came up here for that. ¿15? Sí, por persona.
Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias. It's Paco.
Now we explore. Wow, this is gorgeous.
Holy moly.
We're heading all the way up to the highest observation deck now. I think Paco's gonna do it himself.
Dude's ready. Come on. It is almost a full 360-degree view. You have about 180, maybe a little bit more of a view because there's some trees here blocking that section. But man, are we up here.
That feels not allowed.
There's definitely like, so they can work on the solar panels up there, that's it.
It's a beautiful country though, that's for sure.
It is fun, second beautiful. What we have now realized is that the spot that he brought us to originally is a walk. And there's an area that you go for a walk back there, and now we have to go walk all the way to that spot and figure out what the view is like over there.
Our Spanish is just very bad. And he was like, you're gonna come back here later. It's a 15-minute walk from the spot.
And then you go over there and you can enjoy that area as well. And we're gonna get the beautiful view from there too.
It smells like pine in this forest. It's so amazing.
Oh, look at all the pine needles.
I feel like we haven't been in a forest like this since we left the United States.
Pretty much.
This is wild. I would have never expected this in El Salvador.
Even up top, there was also a palm tree. So it's just like a very weird thing to have the palms and the palm.
And the pine.
The pine and the palms. Paco.
Paco's so fast. Paco Rocky beat it.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, we made it, Paco.
Who's that?
Give me the punches, give me the punches.
I don't remember Rocky.
You gotta keep going, keep going.
What do you mean keep going? So we're not really sure what this pyramid is for. It looks like inside of here there's a set of stairs that goes down into it. Who knows what's inside?
Let's peek in.
It's definitely still a little bit under construction, so maybe by the time you get here, you'll be able to tell us what this is.
It's about to go down.
Safety first, friends. We need to readjust these beautiful chairs.
One dog.
Oh, I don't know about this backwards business.
I told you this was gonna happen.
I feel like obviously it's safer because we're gonna be on a pretty good pitch going down, but this might make me more nauseous than the way up, not being able to like see where we're
You
going.
can peek over his shoulder like this. Adios!
Get ready for the ride of your life, motherfuckers.
Paco, hang on to those paws. He's like, what the fuck? Alright, here we go, baby.
Not that the way back is smooth, but it definitely feels less crazy. Yeah, it's just, you know, we're just rolling downhill. That's all that's happening right now.
The driver has the control. Hopefully he continues to do an excellent job.
We are moving at a quick clip. The only way that I can be comfortable on this ride is to sit like a basketball player, I feel like.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I'm like full,
like a
sprawl. Hey girl, nailed it.
Nailed it! It's like going down a backwards roller coaster at Busch Gardens with way less safety precautions.
I'm not even strapped in a single way.
There's a car coming.
On the way up, Frank and I were like, should we be wearing helmets? What? Whoa! Did you see how close that car was? Oh my god! We almost got T-Bo.
That would have hurt. We're gonna need the helmet for that one.
Oh my god! I gotta get my sea legs back. Come here, puppy.
Got him?
Oh. Back on solid ground.
That was freaking awesome.
It's Monday night in Conchuga. We are exploring a little bit. The town's pretty quiet. I think probably on the weekends this would be poppin'.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a Monday night, so it's just us and a couple of other folks.
Which I love it that way. This is like the perfect way to explore a place if you're asking me.
So we actually were just talking to a guy named Leo who lives in Maryland, but he's from here originally and he's coming back to visit. And he's gonna show us where we can get the most authentic pupusas we're gonna get here in El Salvador.
Oh, and I bought a bracelet. I can legit hear the lady smacking the pupusas right now. Let's go.
Super cute back here.
Quiet.
Wow.
super quiet. I love
Okay, let's do this.
that. Oh, and
Gracias.
to have that, gracias. To have that opportunity to be able to
Mucho.
to see it. Oh, look at these. They look great. Oh, good recommendation, by the way.
Gracias.
See? We're gonna probably
Yeah, see?
order more after this.
You can eat a lot.
Yes, I can. Gracias.
Ya tengo
Gracias.
una loca, ya se la voy a traer.
Okay,
perfecto.
bueno, gracias. These pupusas are the real deal.
Real deal for sure.
Oh my goodness, even the onion, their onions are like spicy jalapeno onions.
The one thing is, no fork.
You don't need a fork. It's pupusas.
Yeah, but I wanted it just to put it on the pupusas.
Oh my god, get out of town. He's uninvited.
Am
I
I?
got the sauce. I'm not gonna be able to.
There's this
open
sauce too.
it. What's the difference?
I don't know.
It looks the same. I think it's the
Maybe
same.
that's hot sauce.
Oh my god, I hope not. Oh my gosh, hot sauce.
Yeah, I thought so. She got the wrong sauce.
I made a terrible mistake. Don't make fun of me.
I got the sauce.
I got the sauce.
It's delicious. This is the garlic and cheese one.
I keep getting mine without cheese, which makes them harder to like rip apart, but better for my stomach.
But this is the real deal. This is the real corn. You could tell by the way that it's like sticking together and falling apart.
Our friend Leo was saying most of the places make it with corn flour, which you would just buy at a bag at the grocery store. But this place starts with the corn from scratch and they grind it themselves, which
So
makes
this
it
is-
more better.
It kind of reminds me of the spot in El Tunco, the ladies that make it there. Very similar texture. You can tell a big difference in texture when it's made with
Fresh.
when it's made fresh.
Oh, I hit the hot sauce again.
Those pupusas, in my opinion, were absolutely incredible.
Best you've ever had?
I think they're up there.
6 pupusas, 1 soda, $6.15. Well, that's a kind of meal out I can get behind any day.
We made it back to the well-lit spot in town, and I got my eyes set on a treat.
It disappeared. The cart's gone away. Oh man.
You survived this time, sweet dessert, but next time, I'm eating your ass.
Ew. Today we are trading an olive for a luxury stay at the Casa del Golfo on the eastern coast of El Salvador. For the last 9 months, we've been living van life in Mexico and Central America. We're officially here!
Made it to another country!
It's been an absolutely beautiful, amazing experience.
That felt so good!
But we've also had our share of hardship. Not annoyed, not even a little bit. So it's time to treat ourselves.
Lap of luxury, baby.
But it wouldn't be F&A without a little adventure. Time to go night snorkeling. It's been a while since we treated ourselves, so we figured in El Salvador, why not take advantage of this beautiful place? Welcome to Casa del Golfo, the luxury boutique hotel right on the beach.
Welcome again.
Thank you so
Everything's
much.
ready.
We are staying in the Maculis room, and I think the first thing that's really cool about it is the amazing view. Does it get any better than this? It's so pretty in here. And it smells amazing too. We've got 2 giant beds, which is a little bit more than we need, but I'll take it because this room is massive. From the bed, which is air conditioned right on top of it, amazing, you can see directly to the ocean. Off the bedroom, you have this beautiful bathroom. It's got its own private shower area with a waterfall shower. Right next to the shower, you have the toilet area, also self-enclosed so that nobody else needs to know what's happening in there. And they provide you with these luxury bath products from Cava, shampoo, conditioner, body soap. Really nice. The room is beautiful, bright, airy, and you can walk right out to your own private patio and view. So we get a welcome drink with our stay, and we're gonna enjoy it with this amazing view. Breeze on the water is so good too.
It's so perfect. What's really amazing is they have beautiful cover everywhere you go, so you never have to worry about being stuck in the direct heat of the sun. But if you do want to be stuck in the direct heat of the sun, they have several pools around the hotel that you could go hang out in the sun and hang out by the pool and enjoy your welcome drink. Also, what we're sitting here looking at is the surf spot. All you have to do is walk down right to the beach. It's to the right, and bam, you're in the surf spot. It's like beginner to intermediate, which is kind of perfect for my style of surfing.
This is so good and refreshing. I'm in heaven right now.
We just got hooked up.
Does that smell good, buddy?
With some mahi-mahi ceviche. Oh yeah, it got caught right out there.
They have a full service restaurant here, and breakfast is included every day. So you're not gonna go hungry at all.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, baby. Now this is living. L-I-V-I-N. Lap of luxury, baby.
Definitely the perfect way to start our stay here at Casa del Golfo. We made our way down to the beach. There are some tide pools here that you can actually like luxuriate in and enjoy when it's lower tide.
Yeah, just feel like you're sitting in a nice bath.
They call it a beach bath.
A beach bath, yeah.
Beach bath.
It's a perfect little sea bath.
But we're literally steps away from the most glorious beach. Don't eat it, Taco.
Are you wet? Are you wet? Are you wet, boy? Come on, mama.
Puppy.
The temperature of the water here is so perfect. Like, it hits your legs and it feels slightly refreshing, but not too cool to where you just like want to get right out. It feels like you want to get in.
So you actually have access to this main beach here as well as the other beach with the baths. And this one, you can get chairs and all of the fun stuff to rent on the beach. They have kayaks, surfboards, and we're gonna go on a really cool adventure with them tomorrow, fishing. So there's so much to do here at Casa del Golfo, including just hanging out on the beach.
It kind of seems like it just goes on forever. What kind of dive was that? It sounded like it hurt.
They've also got 2 pools to choose from if you can figure out how to dive in.
Can you stand there?
Yeah, I can stand.
Nice.
I don't want to go under.
Oh, you had me tricked. This is how you actually dive.
I did that.
No, you didn't. Alex did not do
My
that.
dive was just as
No,
good.
it was
Let us
so
know in
bad.
the comments below, because
It was so bad.
it was like the greatest dive ever. You're supposed to smack your breast really hard on the water when you do it, right?
No belly flopping, no smacking your breast. That's not how you do it.
Said, ooh, muy bonito. Very pretty, Frank. You got a pretty drink.
So excited for my pretty drink. Alex's drink is literally getting chopped off a tree right now.
That's how I like it. Fresh. Slight change of plans. We're gonna have a quick bite, and then we've been invited to go night snorkeling. What is that?
They're about to
I
find
think
out.
we had to say yes. Our bellies can get full later. time to go night snorkeling. I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like it's gonna be dark. There's gonna be fish. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's the same as during the day, if you ask me. Except for just a way different experience.
Mariano, is this your favorite thing to do?
Yes, second favorite.
What's number one?
The fishing.
All right, let's go.
Ooh. That's lighting.
I am so excited for this. Come on, babe. What are you waiting for back there?
Footing has become a little bit more difficult. I'll be excited when I'm laying on my belly and not trying to walk anymore. But it's really cool out here. It's warmer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But, like, we'll see how I feel when I'm completely submerged. But this is really cool so far. We're like way out.
Basically, where that little tiny dot of a light is over there is where we came from.
All right, time to dive in.
Get in there, babe. Go, go, go. So cool.
Mariano and his family have been night snorkeling here since he was a child, but for us, it was a completely new experience. The absolute blackness of the water made it feel very ominous. Having only your flashlight to guide you made you feel like something could be coming from any direction at any time. One moment, we would be having an amazing time seeing all of the sea creatures and exploring this unseen world. And the next moment, we would be scared and worried and anxious. It was a really interesting mix of emotions to have all in one activity. Is this something that you would ever try? Would swimming in the ocean in the middle of the night give you terror or bring you so much joy and excitement? Let us know in the comments below.
Alex, what do you think about the experience?
That was super cool.
And she got to learn about the cockroaches. Look at these things.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
A cucaracha.
Now we just gotta get back and then we can eat the delicious food. I'm so excited.
Hop, skip, and a jump over a bunch of rocks. And try not to get pounded by a wave. And we're on our way.
It's easier said than done.
These guys are cruising though, look at them.
I'm like,
I ordered a whole fish. I had no idea. I'm very excited about it.
Looks good. And I got the chicken. It's like
Yeah.
mushroom and bacon. Oh, and mashed potatoes. Oh, I've been craving mashed potatoes.
Thank you guys so much for the tour.
Yeah, I appreciate
That was
it. That was
so
amazing.
much fun.
I am glad you liked it.
Perfect. Good morning here from Casa del Golfo. It's another beautiful day in El Salvador, which is pretty, it happens a lot. We're gonna go have breakfast this morning and then we're gonna take you on a wild adventure. This is one of the big reasons why you come to Casa del Golfo. Just gonna have to wait and see what it is.
Sí, un café para él y un agua caliente para mí.
Food is on the way. Breakfast in a view.
Breakfast in a view. This breakfast is actually included with your stay. We got the parfait extra because we were feeling extra hungry today and we want to be prepared for our adventure.
Gracias. Hola, amigo.
Such a nice boat. Wow.
The live bait action. That's the good stuff right there.
We're actually fishing.
That's Nicaragua right there. That's Posiguina. That's a big crater. I mean, that tip you see on the right side of the right side of the crater. So the crater extends all the way to the left, the flat part of the volcano. That's Manguera Island. That's the biggest island we have. That's where we're gonna go fishing.
Okay.
The one that's more southernmost. The other one here is Conchahuita. This Conchahua's little sister.
Conchahuita.
Conchagua is the one that you guys went to at the whatever Espíritu de la Montaña.
Okay, yeah.
That's el Tamarindo.
Ah.
That's all that is el Tamarindo and las Peludas over there. So
It's all beautiful.
part of the tour.
Love it.
There's actually people who live on this island, but they live on the other side of the island. It would be just crazy to live in such a remote place, I feel like. Like, where do you even get water from?
Sí, a favor del viento.
Ooh. First time? He's clearly never done that before.
No.
Never. Once in his life.
You can see the little fish jumping around. I think he called them houndfish, but he also saw a barracuda, which is like a long, like more like pinny styled fish. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. If you're gonna come for a fishing tour, this is the guy you want to come with. So right now they're gonna drag some fish behind and then see what we pick up.
Your hair picked up some wind.
I know, look at this stuff.
Like 3 inches tall. My hair also picks up some wind.
How's it feel, babe?
Strong.
Come on, you got it. You got it, go.
It's running away.
Come on, you got it.
I can't do it.
Go, babe. There you go, keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. A little bit more. You're almost there. Keep going. Fight it.
Yeah, way to go.
Right in the front. There it is. There it is. Pull it up. Yeah, babe. Pull it in.
He's going under the boat.
Yeah, he got you. He got you. Yeah.
You're like, oh, my little baby.
Oh, she's pet them.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Yeah, look at that,
Hello,
look at
baby.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
Say bye.
Bye bye.
Adios.
Whoa.
Hey, I got your fish.
Oh my God. You're so soft.
Just remember, it's always important to catch and release, and that's what keeps the fish here, and that's what gives us the opportunity to be out here catching them, putting them back in, so that way we can have a great time. And don't worry, there'll be plenty of drinks for you too. So right now we're surrounded by El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Honduras. We're like kind of trapped right in the middle, and there's great fishing right here.
So the guys in the back are going for Goliath grouper, which I will not be taking over the pulling in because apparently they're massive and incredibly strong.
One of the really cool things about the grouper is that when you catch them, they're in the reef, like they're by the reef. So when they grab onto your hook, you have to reel in really fast and pull them up, because if you don't, they'll lock their gills into the reef, and then basically you have to cut your line because it's impossible to get them out.
This island right here is where the birds come to nest. There's literally hundreds of them flying in the sky. And if you're here around sunset, they would all come back home to spend the night on the island, and it would just be madness. Kind of reminds me of Bird Shit Island in Alaska. Welcome to Gull Island, an ornithobian's worst nightmare. The birds are so loud. As many as 20,000 different birds call this rock home. With 9 different species, this is definitely a birdwatcher's paradise. Us, not so much. The smells and the sounds are very intense.
Extremely. Jacket cover! Bubba, there you go. Now you can see him for sure.
The Florida part, dude. I've been fishing.
New York, I actually fished a lot more in New York. There's tons of fishing in New York.
That was so soft and gentle. So far, the score is Alex 1, Frank 0. The best part of taking a fishing trip with Casa del Golfo here in El Salvador is that you get the world-class experience of Mariano and his team at Casa del Golfo. Whether you're an experienced pro or just learning how to fish, the team will make you feel right at home on the water. They can't guarantee the fish are gonna bite, but they can certainly make it easier to catch when they do. And the one thing that is guaranteed is that you and your friends are gonna have a great day out on the water.
Bueno, Pilar.
Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah, buddy!
Bueno, primero.
That's a nice one.
Wow. That's strong.
Estamos perfectos por el viento, todo. Awesome.
You had to have a couple beers, that's why you couldn't catch anything. Good job. This is your catch for the day.
Give me a huge.
I'm not joining in.
So that's your first catch of the day, right? He's so cute. That's the cutest little fish I ever saw.
He's just as sad as you are.
Look. My big body is.
We're pulling up onto the beach here. We're getting the cooler out because we're gonna have a lot of cervezas for ourselves. And we're gonna get drunk. You all know that's not true, but we're gonna go hang out on the beach, go for a swim,
Have some lunch.
have some lunch. The fish that we caught were awesome, and it was a lot of fun pulling some in. But we didn't get too crazy. We did lose one big one. It's unfortunate, but hey, it happens. Go, go. That was okay. Woo! That felt good. Professor.
Little lunchbox, how cute is that?
Tony Paco.
Tony Paco! That's the good stuff right there, boy. Oh, it's that mahi-mahi ceviche right there. Mmm. That was the best one yet. Not bad, babe.
You gotta put my sport hat on. I'm someone who actually gets seasick pretty easily, but for whatever reason, on Mariano's boat with Casa del Golfo, I felt fine the entire day. The team is so good at maneuvering the boat and making sure that we're never in a place for too long where the waves are going to be making your tummy trouble. We didn't catch much today, but we had an amazing time out on the water, and that's what fishing is all about, getting out in nature, enjoying the beautiful views, and catching a fish or two when you can. We think this was an amazing experience, and anybody who loves to fish is certainly gonna love to fish here in El Salvador. After a long day of fun in the sun, we were absolutely tuckered and so glad to be returning to the world-class resort at Casa del Golfo. These pools are very refreshing. Not in like a they're too cold way, but like it's very hot and they're perfect temperature. We had an amazing time here at Casa del Golfo, and we can't wait till we get to come back.
Just like that, we're back to van life and on the road. We're gonna miss you, Casa del Golfo. You at F&A.
Road tripping through El Salvador, visiting some of our favorite people from our last time here, and we're so excited to take you along for the adventure.
It's gonna be F&A, baby! Woo!
I'm Alex, co-captain Paco, and we've got Frank as the driver. You don't need a shirt to drive in El Salvador. It's the law. I don't know what the law is, I'm just kidding. Frank didn't put a shirt on today because we were at the beach at Casa del Golfo and he was surfing and, you know, he just didn't feel like it. We are going from eastern El Salvador to kind of the more touristic area in El Tunco. Eastern El Salvador has been absolutely beautiful. We spent the last week here exploring different places, learning about the history, climbing mountains, swimming in the ocean, so cool. But now we're heading up to San Blas and El Tunco. We're already making our first stop because
we are hungry.
We're starving. And there's all these little spots just at the side of the road that are cooking up what looks like delicious food. So let's go check it out. Mi esposa es de Nueva York. Es usted de Canadá.
Sí.
Ok.
Sí.
Gracias, bienvenido a El Salvador. ¿Le gusta El Salvador?
Gracias.
Aquí. Ah, shrimp, big shrimp, jumbo.
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 Sí, jumbo. You want to get a ceviche?
Yeah, just make sure there's no mango.
Yeah. ¿Es el ceviche tienes mango?
No.
No, el mango es separado.
Sí.
Sí,
Eso
okay.
lo tiene cebolla, tomate, chile verde, rábano y pepino. Y el camarón.
Perfecto.
Pero tiene su buen sabor.
Sí, un poco, sí. Ok, bueno, ¿quieres uno? Look, it's got a whole little setup.
We can have a little lunch spot. How nice is that?
Benches.
Oh.
Wow, that looks yummy. Oh, gracias.
Gracias,
Perfecto.
amigo.
It has a little bit of a hint of chili, like chili powder.
Yeah, it does.
A smoky kind of Tex-Mex ceviche.
Yeah.
Oh, sí, gracias.
It's exactly like chili, there's just a chili bite to it.
Hay que
Yeah.
tomar Coca-Cola.
No quieres nada, estoy
No?
bien.
Do you
Para
want-
mí.
Okay.
Sí,
¿Quiere
Sí,
una
uno.
pajilla, un straw?
No necesito.
Okay.
Okay. We got the hookup. Oh.
Todo el mundo respeta, no falta respeto en El Salvador. Las personas muy bien tratan.
Sí, todas las personas es
Qué bueno.
muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Sí.
Muy simpático.
Las
Sí.
playas. bien
Oh, las
Ah,
playas es
muy
muy
bonito.
bonitas. La
bonito.
tuna. Qué bueno.
This is so yummy.
6 con soda.
Tengo cambia?
¿Cambia?
Sí. Gracias.
¿Tiene cambio?
Cambio.
Tiene cambio.
I've been on the credit card for so long, I forgot how to ask for change. Gracias, amigos. ¿Cómo se llama?
Wilfredo.
¿Fredo?
Sí, Wilfredo.
Wilfredo.
Ella es Rosibel, mi esposa.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho
gusto,
gusto.
mucho gusto.
Gracias a ustedes por venir a El Salvador.
Sometimes these little roadside shacks are the cutest stops ever. I'm so glad that we pulled over. We were kind of looking for pupusas, but ceviche turned out to be a way better treat.
This whole thing of ceviche that we're leaving with was only $5. If this soda was $1,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it was $1. We probably got a little bit of a gringo hit, but that's okay. They were super nice.
El Salvador is not a big country in size. It only takes a few hours to get from any side of the border to the complete other side of the country. But what they lack in size, they make up for in hospitality and flavor, which is why we wanted to taste so many roadside stops here along our route in El Salvador, so that you can get a taste of what it's really like to explore this beautiful country. El Salvador is a country full of volcanoes, and we've just spotted one. It kind of like peeked through the drive and then it disappeared again. So we're trying to get a shot for you, or like a whoa! Yas! Yas, queen.
Hello, San Miguel Volcano.
Really sorry about the windshield. We've actually run out of windshield wiper fluid. Or actually, I'm lying, we have some, but Frankie hasn't filled it. It looks so much less epic on the camera. I feel like, well, also maybe when you guys see it, it'll look a bit more epic, but
You gotta watch it on
this is massive.
You gotta watch it on a big screen TV, and then it'll feel just as massive.
Us van lifers watch all of our TV on our phones, though. Are you in the same boat?
Well, we have natural TV. I'm watching it out this window right now. We just pulled up to this spot. We saw some like a sign for tacos, so we said, "What the heck? Why not?" Hola, amigo.
Good, how are you?
And he speaks English.
Where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Oh, Canada. Oh, very good.
And my husband is from New York.
Oh, New York City.
Yeah,
Oh, very
Hola,
good.
amigo. Gracias.
I live in Los Angeles for 28 years.
Oh, sí.
I moved from the Des Moines, Iowa, when in 2012. I come in after 3 years. I come in the protection for me.
Ah, cool. Perfecto. We saw the taco sign.
Tacos,
So
burrito.
we were like, oh, we gotta
burrito,
have a taco.
Pork taco. Hot dog. Hamburger.
See?
Hot dog hamburgers?
Todo.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah?
Cool.
Do you have like tortillas?
Oh, tacos, tortillas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Tacos, taquitos, con chile, hot pepper.
Okay.
How many? Order $5 for $3.
$5 for $3?
Let's get 5 for $3.
Okay.
That'll be good.
How many are you? 2?
Just
one.
2.
One
order.
One order. Yeah,
Just
one order.
10 tortillas. 10.
Okay.
2 for
2
taco.
for taco, yeah, that's more than the...
Yeah.
Perfecto.
Dale una orden de taco por.
Hola.
That's my wife.
How cute is this?
So perfect.
We got a little full roadside stop here. We got the tables, we got the chairs, we got the beautiful hosts. ¿Cómo se llama?
Luis Aguilar.
Luis.
Luis, mucho gusto.
That's my job.
Man, it's so great to come to these spots like this and then just like get the best like service ever. You can't beat it. Here it
Wow.
comes. Here it comes.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Oh
Perfecto.
my gosh.
That's Mexico.
So amazing. Gracias.
Gracias.
Muy bonito. Wow.
Oh, this is perfect.
That is so flavorful. Definitely spicy. I'm in heaven right now. Tender, juicy, delicious. This is an amazing roadside stop in El Salvador.
I'm glad we
Road trip
pulled off.
time. Me too.
What town are we in?
I have no idea. ¿Cuál es el nombre de esta ciudad?
El tránsito.
El Tránsito.
Ah, sí.
Tránsito.
Bueno.
Recuérdame, San Miguel.
San Miguel.
So it's necessary to stop in the town of Transito in San Miguel to get some tacos right here.
You didn't like that at all, did you?
Can't leave anybody behind. No soldiers forgotten.
Our amigo here is insisting that we try his torta.
He's hooking us up right
It
now.
looks massive. That's a lot of food.
We'll tell you whether or not to get the torta or the tacos.
Wow. Tacos are gonna be hard to beat.
That is a torta.
Oh my goodness.
My gosh. I think we eat this one side and
It's
then,
so saucy.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that good?
I barely got it. I just got the topping. I couldn't get it all the way. My mouth isn't big enough. It's tasty.
It's actually a lot sweeter than I expected.
Like the meat?
Just in general, the sandwich.
It's nice though.
It's seasoned really well, the meat. I love how you get like an explosion of a bunch of different flavors
It's
when
like
you
a
bite
homemade
in.
cabbage on the top too.
Yeah.
It was so tasty though. Definitely a very good torta.
But it's time to hit the road and see what other delicious snacks we can find on the side of the
If
road
we
here
can
in El
have
Salvador.
room for them.
Adios!
Adios!
Let's keep rolling. One thing about driving in El Salvador, there's tons of roundabouts, which I was just saying are so much fun. It's like going around in circles. We're gonna go in a circle, y'all. It's a circle.
I'm supposed to go straight, but should I just go around?
Yes, please. Yeah! We're going roundabout. Roundabout. It's like Fast and the Furious.
Except for we're going really, really slow.
It's like Tokyo Drift. I freaking love it.
I guess if you're not driving them, they're a good time, but when you're driving them, it's like, are they coming my way? Are they not coming my way? It's like a guessing game. But it is better than having like a big stoplight there.
See? Roundabouts for the win. We got 2 in a row.
We made it to La Libertad. Actually, that spot right there is where we picked up chicken with Chamba after we went on a crazy hike. Well, it was like 2 different hikes that we did with him. You can go check one of the old videos from El Salvador. We're about to get to our friend's house. We're going to see some friends that we hung out with the last time we were here, Nikki and James.
They are our Bitcoin experts here in El Salvador.
thought Frankie had to button his shirt, but then he's like, James doesn't have a shirt.
We're twins.
brothers.
Look how cute.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, how are you?
We're so happy to see you.
I'm so pleased you're here. That's awesome.
Just melt in the sun.
Yeah, just in the sun, just the heat. They don't even get the sun, it's just the heat.
Oh my
yeah, so
God.
like these babies.
Yeah,
You're gonna like
so
these babies.
we're gonna
Our
light them.
Bitcoin.
These are the Bitcoin candles. And they're even the appropriate color, like they're orange.
I love it.
These are lightning
I'm
candles.
not quite sure.
Put it?
Yeah. I hadn't thought that far ahead. Yeah.
Premature lighting.
It was a very premature
You've
thing.
got plenty of time to figure it out.
Either that or he's gonna have like a full hand of candle wax if he doesn't figure
This
it
is
out.
going to be his arm
That's gonna be his
really
hand.
soon.
You better figure it out in the next 7 hours.
How beautiful, guys.
I'll show you one on the other side.
We've made it to Playa San Blas and we are on the hunt for a sweet Salvadorian treat.
And this might not be right along the road, but it was definitely a stop we had to make. So a little treat on the road.
Hey, half of the fun of the road trip is what you find off the road. And of course, we are still enjoying the company of Nikki and James. El Salvador.
We've been here for a year and we've never had him in with us.
Wow, it's about time.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were waiting for the right people to come along and share the experience.
There you go. We're happy to be those people.
De a dólar y a 1.25.
1.25 para uno.
Okay.
¿Sí? Okay, estoy bien. Gracias.
Perfect. What is it?
It's so freaking good. Sabor de roja. Fresa?
Fresa?
Sí. Strawberry topping on coconut ice cream. I don't think you can go wrong. This is delicious.
And it's like a strawberry cone too.
Oh my god.
The tamarindo is really nice.
Yeah. So freaking good.
¿Qué sabor sería?
¿Qué sabor tienes?
Chicle, coco, piña, menta, uva, banano y fresa.
Piña y banana. Por favor. Tienes mucho azúcar. Oh, ¿cuál es?
Leche condensada.
No, gracias. I'll go for the sugary stuff, but not the milky stuff. Yeah. This feels ridiculous.
Ya te la sé.
Woo, buddy. And a pineapple tamarindo. Like a snowball or something like that. Oh, that's really good. Give that a try. No, you're good, you're good.
Hang on.
What are you saying?
Except I'm on Bitcoin.
Ah, perfecto.
It tastes Bitcoin here, can you believe it? It's so good and sweet. Yep. The tamarindo has little seeds in it, so just be careful.
I love how the tamarindo comes together like a honey.
My personal preference, I would go for the artisanal gelato.
Like the size of this one.
This is definitely much bigger. You get more bang for your buck. It's only 25 cents more per cone. And maybe we just need to choose different flavors next time or like try a different flavor. It's kind of hard to eat at some of these places.
You gotta like drink
but it's
the
melting
juice
in a
and
good way. The other one somehow feels like less sugary. This guy's getting a whole sundae.
Twister. Whoa.
Yo! You're gonna be flying cows soon. There's a twister coming.
We are trading in the van for a smaller vehicle.
Our next little road trip vehicle is this beautiful purple bad boy right here. Our first roadside stop, if you guys remember from our first trip to El Salvador, we came here. He's the only coconut guy except in Bitcoin. It looks like business is booming. He's got a bunch of new signs. Everything's good. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. How's your Bitcoin going?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, lots of people coming?
See?
Yeah, good.
A fresh cold coconut is the perfect way to cool down on a hot El Salvadorian day. But after all of these treats, we needed something hearty to satisfy our appetites.
Hola, buenas.
Cheers to our roadside meal.
A whole plate of jocotes.
You have to
I
use
got
the
so
salt.
much shit. They're like, jocotes are not disgusting. They're horrible.
You need to use salt.
Okay. So,
We eaten it.
Wait, yeah.
do you?
Oh, yeah?
Eat them right.
Doesn't sour.
No.
It's more sweet. Last time it was super hard. Okay, we'll get a little salt going. They kind of look like giant olives, huh?
Yeah.
Is that I expect that?
Or maybe a little bit sweet.
Mine was sweet.
It's like sweet sour.
You're getting right.
The salt makes it crazy good.
Yeah.
The
That's
salt
why-
actually makes it like really nice. Okay,
have to add
I take
salt.
it back. Jocotes are not disgusting, okay? You're good, actually.
But people will see like
¿Cuántas pupusas tú preparas para el día?
Mire, de noche preparamos los vegetales, jalapeño,
Sí, es para mí. Gracias.
lleva
Muy
frijolito,
bueno.
ajo,
Sí.
jalapeño.
She's making me a special one with like everything in it. Todo, con todo. Sí. But it's like vegetarian, so just the beans and the garlic and the veggie.
Jalapeño.
Sí, jalapeno. So good, I'm so excited. Muchas gracias. We couldn't do an episode about food in El Salvador without a pupusa. Everybody gets free.
These look so
Oh
good.
my god, they're gonna be delicious.
We got all the sauces.
These were some of the best pupusas we had in our entire time in El Salvador, but we had to hit the road for another unusual food stop on our route.
Hola.
Hola.
Welcome back.
Buenos días.
Buenas. I woke up like 1 minute ago.
Yeah, as you can see by the little wrinkles on their face
Yeah.
from the bed sheets.
They've been driving for 2 hours, and it wouldn't be an El Salvadorian road trip without breakfast at the gas station.
Yeah, look, Paco's still driving though. He got us here safely. Paco, keep the car going, alright, buddy? Keep the meter running. We'll be in there in a few minutes.
How often do you have this kind of breakfast?
Probably 3 times a week. Buenos días. Yo quiero casamiento o esto.
We basically have to watch Salvo order so we know how to say all the things to order our own food. Typical.
It was crazy today, huh?
No. Dos panes.
Dos pan. Así, un poquito. Gas station food, you know. Probably not so great. Here it's much different. Here this is like very proper. It's like a typical breakfast.
How much is it?
I think it said, she said 6 something. I didn't hear it. Yeah, 6:05. Yeah.
Pretty good for 2 breakfasts.
Our gas station compadre. Where are we going today?
Today we're gonna hike the highest volcano in El Salvador,
Oh man.
Santa Ana volcano. But first we need breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
I'm sneaky.
It's nice and hot. It's a little bit salty. Can't complain about that.
On your experience, are gas stations similar like in El Salvador?
Probably a little bit better because
They wouldn't serve fresh food like this
Yeah, it would
at
be
American
like-
gas stations.
it'd be like
Everything would be in a bag
Processed.
or box.
Yeah.
Maybe like the little breakfast sandwiches they have over there.
that's more what
Maybe you would get that. But this is really good.
The food's better here. If you want to see the hike to Santa Ana, you're gonna have to subscribe and wait for next week.
We've made it to the town of Perkin. We're gonna have to ask somebody how to say that properly. It is a mountain town with very tight roads. We're gonna try to find somewhere to park because we have a stop to make today that is going to be very educational.
Since there's a basketball court right here, and I feel like I could get a basketball at any point in time, I'm gonna gift my basketball to this guy right here. He was so nice, so sweet, wanted to talk to Paco right away, and us, and just invited us to his town really nicely, so I'm really happy to gift him my basketball. If you had a basketball, would you play more? See?
Es un regalo.
Ah, mía.
Yeah, see?
Ah, gracias.
Sí. De nada.
Yeah! Woo!
That was so much fun. We played for a little while, but now we're hungry. It's time to get something to eat. Oh my gosh, my hair's crazy. Look at that.
Perkin is not a big town, but they do have a couple of restaurants, so we found one and that looks pretty good.
Yo, we got the goods. This looks like chicken, but it's not.
The restaurant is kind of like a buffet for lunch, which is kind of perfect. So we got our food within like 1 second. We just walked in. It was like boom, boom, boom. She was like, oh, this one is cauliflower. And I was like,
Yes.
I want cauliflower. Let's go.
So it's just rice and beans and cauliflower.
Oh, wow. That is flavorful. Even just the beans. Oh, wow. That is so good.
Is it?
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's really good.
That's
Yeah, it's
interesting.
really good. I think it's cheese and maybe tomato, possibly?
Just about to show up with some fresh squeezed orange juice also. So, I mean, I don't know how much this is, but I'm happy with it.
Muchas
Gracias. And cold too, that's yum.
Freshly squeezed, love it.
That was so good.
2 drinks and a plate of food later, I'm definitely full.
I'm stuffed. I was like, oh, that doesn't look like a big meal. And then I can't even finish it, and I still have a whole tortilla left. So I don't know what happened, but I literally went from like starving to up here in 30 seconds.
I even still have food left. It's not much, but it's left over.
And the sweetest thing is that she brought us a bunch of oranges to go.
How
Isn't
nice.
that so nice?
And this is why we love El Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary to relax after having a plate of food like that.
I'm ready for an NAP nap.
You wanna go walk?
Look at this giant bag of oranges and lemons. She literally gave me a whole container full to take home. A bucket full of oranges and lemons to go. How freaking sweet. We're definitely in a mountain town. This is even like a log cabin. You can see the pitch of the street though.
Yeah, it's a long way up this hill.
We didn't want to bring the van all the way. We're like, we're parked in a good spot. We'll just walk, it's 5 minutes. Directly up the mountain.
Olive could have totally made this trip up, but it's just not worth it. It's a tight street. You never know who's gonna be coming down the other way. I'm glad that we stayed down there and we're walking it. Plus, after you eat, you should walk it off, baby. That's how you get a 6-pack like this.
Blar. Also, this town feels super duper safe, so we got no worries. $4 per person. We have been warned the entire thing is in Spanish, which is fine. We brought our Google Translate.
And I just realized that I need to stop asking if they speak English. I just got to learn how to speak Spanish. I finally learned it. We're on our way back north.
Yeah, you only got like 1 month left of needing your Spanish.
Mi nombre es José Oscar. Trabajamos también acá. Bueno, este museo fue fundado el 3 de diciembre del 92. Más que todo con Naciones Unidas, con la idea de conservar la memoria histórica.
One of the best parts of visiting this museum in person is that you can meet with and speak to people who were actually involved in the conflict, who now live in the town and are proud to tell their stories. Little by little, the rumors of the war began to be heard, and although at first they never imagined that their homeland could be affected by it, after a few months, that changed, and sadly they had to immigrate to other areas, Honduras and other places in the country. We're actually very close to Honduras right now. The Honduras border is maybe a 30-minute drive from here, whereas San Miguel is over a 2-hour drive. Just to get into another country, Honduras would definitely be the fastest. The Civil War in El Salvador lasted from 1980 to 1992 and was fought between the Salvadorian government and the leftist guerrilla forces. The guerrillas were fighting for social justice and the rights of poor and oppressed people in El Salvador. They believed the government was corrupt and oppressive and that it favored wealthy and powerful at the expense of the rest of the population. Guerrilla forces carried out a variety of tactics, including armed attacks on government forces, sabotage, and assassination. They also sought to win the support of rural populations who they saw as the most oppressed and marginalized group in society. The United States government provided support to the Salvadorian government during the Civil War, but its involvement has been criticized for contributing to human rights abuses. Despite facing significant challenges and opposition, the guerrilla forces continued to fight for their cause throughout the war. They were ultimately successful in bringing about a peace agreement with the government, which included provisions for greater democracy, social justice, and human rights protection in El Salvador. Today, the legacy of the guerrilla forces lives on in the form of a more just and democratic society in El Salvador.
1981, that was not long ago. We were in our own struggles in the States, but not the struggles that they were having here at that point. It's just kind of amazing to think about it. A few years later, 7 years later, I was born. It's really beautiful to see a country on the other side of it and how beautiful and how welcoming and how nice the people are. I'm sure that they had it at that point in time too, just it was a much different situation at that time.
It's really sad and hard to look at stuff like this, but it's also incredibly interesting and powerful to see how like a group of massive people can fight for what they believe in.
And influence others to, you know, do what's right too as well. And sometimes you have to fight for your right to protect yourself and the people around you who deserve more than what they have.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think what they did in the time when it was that time, they did what they needed to do to become where they are today.
Mm-hmm. Obviously a huge loss of life, a huge displacement of people, many, many years lost, and you know, just simple life in El Salvador. The way that we see El Salvador today, it's a beautiful place. The people are so welcoming and kind.
Smiling
and
all the time.
If you didn't know anything about the history of El Salvador, you would think this was always a beautiful, peaceful place.
And it shows how resilient the people are here. Like, you know, now that they're in a time where they could really enjoy life and grow as, you know, a culture together, and even just invite with open arms other people who have been part of the conflict previously, and they're just, you know, it's profoundly beautiful, and I'm thankful to have them as friends. In order to get through the tunnel and to the viewpoint, you have to walk through some bullets. Ready, Paco?
We thought that we were done with the museum, but it turns out there's one more section. It was $1 more each to come over this way. So we figured we're here, we might as well go for it.
Yeah. These are bombs.
La Unión y Morazán.
Be brave, Frank.
I will.
Think of your guerrilla forces.
I'm not a guerrilla force though.
But someday you might be forced into it.
If I'm forced into it, it's a different story.
What if somebody was chasing you and you had to get in the hole?
I would be caught already.
Hemming and hawing about it.
Oh, it's kind of cool in here actually. It's really nice and cool in here in general. Like just the temperature. It's very small though. I wonder if like this is where you would sleep or something. It's at least 10 degrees cooler in here.
You survived the war, Frank.
Take it. This is the radio, it's like the speakerphone type. This is probably like de-set up. You know what I mean? For when people are coming, walking through. Or like the lookout person maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That like runs back there and tells the people like, oh, there's people here.
This only feels slightly more dangerous than the suspension bridges in Costa Rica.
There's screws on them.
Oh, that's reassuring. Oh my. At least it's not a big fall. How big these steps are.
So you gonna do it?
The exit is this way.
It says the ladder.
I don't think you would die if you fell.
This is gonna take a while. I will not recommend holding a dog and a GoPro and a leash and trying to go over that bridge. I made it though.
Now I think we've really earned that ice cream.
Oh, no, no.
Alex, I think you spoke way too soon.
What is this? What is this? Okay. Oh, why did I wear slip-ons? I'm basically wearing house slippers. Okay. I didn't realize we'd be doing an obstacle course. Holy shibble! This is not sturdy.
No?
I do not enjoy this. Oh my goodness. Imagine you show up here with your grandma. And they're like, yep, this is the only way out.
This one says only 2 people.
Oh, that makes sense to me. Oh my god.
I wonder what the weight of those 2 people must be.
Like 2 children? Oh my god. Frank! It's so wobbly. Don't come on here. Yeah, but you messed.
No, it's just wobbly there.
No, it's like starting to spin. It's spinning.
The brace is in the middle.
Oh my god. Okay, I've made it. Don't move, Frank. You're moving.
I feel like a little kid. Look, I even got it on my face already.
Cookies and cream and a grape popsicle. Pretty freaking good.
Oh, they're playing basketball.
Nice.
We're leaving Perkin with so much more information about the history of El Salvador, but what struck me the most was how amazing the people here are. Everyone was so welcoming. We're leaving with a bucket full of oranges and so much good memories for all of the people that we met today.
It's a town I would totally love to come back to later sometime. We don't know when, but we know for a fact we'll always be coming back to El Salvador.
Because it's totally F&A. Wow, can you hear the sounds of the city?
Yes, you can.
We've just arrived in San Miguel. We have a little bit of work stuff to do first, so we're gonna head into this cafe. Gracias, amigo. He's gonna watch Olive, and Paco can't come inside, unfortunately, so we're gonna try to get all this stuff done really quick. Okay, estoy bien.
La limonada se la puedo hacer sin azúcar.
¿La limonada es posible sin azúcar? Okay, sí, quieres ese. Sí, okay, bueno. We're like good half the time, and then half the time we're just like,
It just depends on how fast it comes out and if we're like really distinctly listening.
And if you guys can't tell, it's a little bit loud.
Yeah.
Our little working breakfast was delicious. Everybody in there was so nice and sweet, and the food was good.
It was really good.
So good. So now we are gonna head more into the main downtown of San Miguel. This is a really cool area with lots of history and beautiful buildings, but we need to find a place to park the van. I think that we have a spot that hopefully we'll be able to spend the whole night.
Old Alex, fingers crossed.
This spot was listed on iOverlander, but it was listed as a hotel. There's not really very many iOverlander sleeping spots in town. Hope that we can stay outside of here for the night. Personas para el internet se dice si es posible. It is not possible to camp here anymore. Apparently, when the people on iOverlander were here, they weren't renting these spots out. So now I guess these spots are rented for some of the businesses nearby. So we cannot stay here unless we get a room, which is only $25 a night, which isn't bad, but Paco can't come into the room. It's really freaking hot. So we don't want to leave him in the van for the whole, like, you know, it's not great. We have found a secure location to park the van. We had to do a couple loops around the city to find it, but I think we're just a couple of quick minutes walk to the main event.
Welcome to San Miguel.
Founded in 1530 and almost destroyed by a volcano in 1655, San Miguel has become an important center for textile and business in El Salvador. Okay, a few things are immediately evident here in San Miguel. One, it's a very busy, bustling city. There's a lot going on. Two, it's hot as all get out. We asked the lady at the hotel, we're like, is it always hot here? And she said, oh yeah.
So far what we've experienced here in San Miguel is that everybody's really friendly. Everybody's been saying hello to us and smiling and sometimes giggling too, because we are the gringos here. And it's not that normal to see that many gringos here. Hola, buenas. Yo, Bart with the tight fade.
The best way to explore any town in El Salvador is to direct yourself to the largest basilica. The Queen of Peace Cathedral, located here in the heart of San Miguel, is the perfect place to spread out and start exploring the city. Right behind us is the Cathedral of San Miguel, and right across from it is the National Theater of San Miguel, which is where you could come see a play. Right now it's under construction, so we can't wander around, but it looks pretty nice from the outside. The security guard was super nice. He saw that we were filming, and he was like, do you want to come in? And we said, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Gracias, amigo.
It's all under construction right now. Pretty soon you'll be able to get in here and go check out the theater.
You can feel the cool breeze coming from the inside. It feels so good right now.
First got to San Miguel, people are so nice. Like, if you're looking to do something nice, they're looking to help you out. So just remember that, be nice to others. We just got ourselves a nice slice of pina for 50 cents.
On all the streets lining their way to the cathedral, you'll find tons of carts and vendors with all sorts of El Salvadorian treats. We went with a classic piña just to get some refreshing juice on this hot day. Paco really liked it too. And of course, there's something to satisfy every appetite, including an entire dulces cart. There's so many options, I don't even know where to begin.
Tell me what your favorite treat is. That's what I want to know, because I don't know what any of these are.
We asked the woman who owns the shop what her favorite was, and she said everything, which is kind of not helpful in making a purchasing decision. Okay, so we're wandering the market now. We heard this wasn't safe for tourists, but so far it feels pretty good. It's definitely a little bit cramped, but you could probably find anything you need. The thing about the market is that there's like a sensory overload. The smells are very intense occasionally. We're in the section where there's a lot of dead stuff, which is super stinky. I'm just kind of like blocking it out. The other areas were fine. We've just definitely reached dead town.
Cocoa con leche. Ah, ok. ¿Ese? ¿Melón? ¿Sí? ¿Naranja? ¿Cuánto es? ¿Una cuota?
I think I have a quarter.
Okay.
25. 25.
Promoción? Sí? Okay, perfecto.
It's melon water, and it's cold.
That's the good
And then you just like, her?
Bite it?
Juan, how do you? Ay, it's my first time. Oh, sí.
Okay.
Muchas gracias. Oh, perfecto.
Okay.
That's exactly what I wanted. Oddly enough, the smells in the fish section are not as bad. It's just kind of like fish. And you're like, I know what that is.
For me, it's that bad. I don't like the smell of fish. I don't smell the meat like you smell the fish, I guess. I smell the fish a lot. I don't smell the meat.
On a hot day like today, you're just refilling with liquids. We just popped into a little tienda to get some ice cold beverages.
And they're super cheap. Both of these together were $1.25.
It's a good deal. The other thing that I've learned about San Miguel, you have to walk on the shady side of the street.
Definitely.
The non-shady side of the street is basically Hades.
Yeah.
Especially for Paco, very necessary.
How you doing, buddy? You doing good? Kisses if you're doing good. Good job. She's got it made in heaven over there. I'm over here walking in the hot spot just for you guys. Boy, am I glad we have air conditioning, and it is cranking right now, as you can hear, because it says 119 on the dashboard. I think that's the hottest I've ever seen that temperature gauge go. It's because we're parked in the direct sunlight. San Miguel, you were great. But it's time for us to get somewhere else.
We're heading just like 10, 15 minutes outside of town to something you would never expect is right outside a big city. We are just 20 minutes outside the city of San Miguel, and we are so excited to be diving into this next adventure because it is hot, hot, hot.
Want to go in? It is $2 per person to enter, and you get this whole beautiful, natural-looking swimming pool. We're gonna take you over to the coolest spot in this place, though.
But first, let's have a look around. Oh, there's so many little fish. I read something online that they like to eat the skin off your feet.
Not only can you get a wonderful spa treatment from the fish in there, but you can buy whatever floaties you want here. And if you get hungry, they got hamburgers, they got french fries, they got whatever you want.
For sure they have pupusas too.
Time to jump in. My pants almost came off.
Paco's allowed in, but he's not allowed in, if you know what I mean. So he's gonna chill out here. You guys know Paco, he doesn't like to swim anyways.
It feels amazing on a freaking crazy hot day like today. It's the perfect spot to come when it's showing 119 on the dashboard.
It's kind of the perfect temperature, not too hot, not too cold. It's like very relaxing. Really?
Come on, you want to go for a ride? Yeah. Come on, come on.
It's Frank.
The little fish in here are totally eating at my legs and feet right now. Do you feel it? Oh my god, it feels so funky.
I just had one get me too. I think you just gotta keep moving and then they'll stay away.
I can't do it, it's so weird.
Very super surprisingly, it feels cold outside now.
My nipples are rock hard. Come on. Good boy. Lay down. It's time to jump into a new spot. This spot is the coolest spot in this whole place. Let's just say CABE.
Deep into the cave.
This is a perfect sound recording studio.
Oh my god, we should do the podcast in here. Would that be so good?
So blue.
It's so warm.
It's so warm and blue. How far back do you think it goes?
Let's go find out.
It's kind of creepy.
You can't go any further than that?
No.
Why not?
Because I hit the wall.
Now I can say I really enjoyed my time.
Salva, we're so excited to see you.
Yeah, I'm more than happy. I'm waiting for you guys.
And you know who's even more excited?
Oh, Paquito.
Paquito! See.
Those fries were super good. Oh my god. And the conversation with Salva was even better. We're gonna be meeting up with him later this week, which we're so excited about. He was our amazing tour guide last time from Tunco Life. Can't wait to see him.
We're really excited to take you guys around the rest of El Salvador while we explore over the next week here.
It's gonna be F&A.
There she is, the beautiful Santa Ana herself. Right there in all her glory.
This is the coldest it's ever been in El Salvador ever.
We've just made it to the base of Santa Ana volcano and we're gonna be hiking up to the top and showing you the views along the way.
What is it? ¿Cuál es?
La llave de la vida. No, it's a local fruit. As a kid, we check on this plant tree and then you just eat it.
It looks like a tiny little pumpkin.
See? Uh-huh.
Guys.
Look at it, look at it.
Yeah.
No, I'm good, I'm
You
good.
eat it, Frank.
It feels dangerous.
You have to eat it.
You sure?
Hi, so it's $6 per person per foreigner. $3 per local. So the volcano exploded in 2005. What's the likelihood that it explodes today?
We're gonna see. This is the last video, guys. No, it's fine. Like, nowadays, the technology we have, it's great. So the government has installed sensors all over the place. So they check the temperature of the ground, electricity on the ground.
If it does explode, I'm gonna tuck and roll and just go for the
If it
Sonic
explodes,
the Hedgehog style.
I would say enjoy because you won't be able to run as fast as lava. So
That's why I'm gonna,
just enjoy the show, guys.
That's why I'm gonna roll.
No, you'll be fine. No worries.
Santa Ana is the largest volcano here in El Salvador, but it is not the oldest. And we're actually kind of right next to the youngest too, so kind of cool to think about like the structure of it all. This hike comes in 3 sections. First you have a very like forest section, and then you'll have like a more level bushy section, and then after that it's gonna be like more like rock, just rock. You could see the ash actually on the rock, and that's what killed most of the wildlife here. Not the eruption, but the ash after the eruption. Imagine getting that in your lungs.
But the cool thing is, we're not gonna die today.
I was thinking more like life will once again flourish here one day. It's just a matter of time for them to come back. But those animals that we've seen down at the base, those were the animals that were here originally.
Hola. Yeah. And then here we have another one.
Is it like vegetable oil?
I have no idea.
This
is a very poisonous.
You're like asking what the cuisine is.
Yeah.
How you is it pickled?
That's a view. This is like a drone view with human eyes.
It's quite windy, so just bear with me. Looks like there's a small little volcano here. This area right here that has a bunch of water inside of it looks like it's a volcano crater as well. Then you have the youngest volcano in all of El Salvador right here. And that bad boy is super steep. Salva was saying that since it's like very sandy, every step you take forward, it's almost like 2 steps back. It'll be a hard hike. So we just hit the second level here, like on the hike, and this is where like the bushes begin. It's less treed. Really a spectacular view.
Okay.
I'll go with another friend.
Yeah, we couldn't bring our dog, but there's just dogs all over the place.
Native dogs.
They're more accustomed to the climate. The hike isn't difficult. It's definitely got some uneven footing, especially now that we're in the rocky area. I think the hardest part for me is that it's dry season and it's pretty dusty. And then so with people walking in front, they're kicking up dust, and then you're breathing in all the dust. And can you smell like a sulfur?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I would even say try to breathe through your nose, because then like the little hairs in your nose will block some of that dust.
Yeah, it's just making me like a little bit asthmatic.
But when you breathe through your mouth, you kind of like suck the dust in. You know?
I know, buddy.
We just hit the third section of the trail. This part of the trail, there's gonna be way less fauna. There's gonna be almost like no bushes, and you're just gonna start to hit a ton of rock. But that means you're just about to be at the top.
We made it to the top. It's very windy up here. Kind of cold. Gotta relayer. Woo. Let's go, we're almost at the peak.
We're making it to the top right now, and we're about to show you something truly incredible about this volcano. Where the sulfur smell is coming from.
It's everything. While the lake at the top of Santa Ana volcano looks blue, beautiful, and enticing, it's actually full of sulfur and is very dangerous to get near. The smell coming off of it is intense. Truly a one-of-a-kind experience.
It's way too windy, but...
I had to flip my hat backwards because the wind's hitting pretty hard. But this is so cool! Definitely worth the hike. This is my first volcano that I made it to the top of.
Nice job, dude!
Yeah!
Little buddy made it!
From the top of Santa Ana volcano, we are 7,800 feet above sea level, the highest volcano in the country, and gives you a beautiful view of the Cotopeque region here in El Salvador.
Oh, I got nothing.
They're smarter than you.
Yeah, they are. They ran over though.
They got Oreo cookies over there.
He has a strong face.
He has a strong everything. These dogs are like frolic.
They are like training dogs.
We made it to the top of the volcano. Now we're gonna transport to the lake. Look at it.
So we were legitimately standing right up there, right above Alex's head. That's where we were standing earlier today. And now we're at this beautiful lago or lake. I don't really know if maybe it's a lagoon, but it's absolutely stunning here.
Hacha! These are so pretty. I love the drink. If you've never had an agua melon, it will change your life. And you know what else will change your life? The musical stylings of that guy.
Actually, Salva literally just asked if they could turn it down.
What? No, I didn't say anything.
You want to sit in the sun?
Excuse me, buddy.
Whoa.
You have food right here. You're becoming a beggar.
Don't worry, guys. I ordered more than just fries. I ordered this giant soup. It's got a lot more crema than I expected.
Paco's becoming a whiner, and I don't like this. Every time we get food, he like cries for it. I get it.
It's because I sneak him stuff all the time.
Oh, man.
I'm so happy about this. I'm like, this is a delicious tortilla soup. I scraped off a lot of the cheese, but it's still very, very good.
I would like to add some hot sauce.
Oh.
Por favor. Gracias. It's time to say goodbye to Salva.
Bye, Paquito. Don't be sad, I know. Hello, Paco.
The baby boy.
You're so sweet.
But until next time, my friend.
Yeah.
Keep eating vegetables and fruit.
Look, he doesn't even get mad at Salva for shaking his hand. If you guys are ever in El Salvador, this is the man you gotta talk to. Salva, Tunco Life. The best tours we've ever had.
Ooh, Tunco Life, baby.
My pleasure to meet you. Beautiful family. I'm going to miss you. And I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
Sounds
for
good.
sure.
I don't want to cry.
Our Patreons give us all those same warm, fuzzy feelings, unlike these.
That's an Uncle Bus right there. Don't you want me?
That was easy.
You kidding me right now?